All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning market update and live trading session. All right. This month we have a live pass for 2 days to the trading room. So if you'd like to join us, I'm just straightening the camera out a little bit here. Sorry. If you'd like to join us on a 2-day pass to come into the trading room and see what we do on a daily basis, you can sign up and you'll get 2 full days to attend and witness the magic that goes on inside of our community trading room. Okay, we got a pretty big day today. It's Friday, first and foremost. It's the last day of the week. So just mentioning to the group, this is your last chance to cement your gains and put this week in the history books. But don't get too crazy, but we're going to have a lot of opportunity today. I'm going to tell you why. Thursday's key earnings, we have Sears that reported minus 0.2% following a quarterly loss. So retail's bleeding out. We know that. Staples is up 0.1%, and it's in line with earnings. And that's it. That's the big news announcements. On the market front, in Asia, Japan's up a whole 0.5%, so up 0.5%. Hong Kong's up over 1%, 1.2% rally in China, 1.8. All right, so that's 1.8% rally, and India's closed for the day. So that's good. Really strong gains in Asia. In Europe, that momentum kind of washed out a little bit. It carried over into the European session, but it washed out. London's up 0.4%, Paris is up 0.3%, and Frankfurt's up 0.3% as well. So gains have slowed down. Fed's Kaplan's on the wire right now. I'm listening to him right now. He said slower interest rate hikes than they believed. That's crazy. Futures on the U.S. market, Dow is up 0.2%, S&P's up 0.2%, Nasdaq's up 0.3%, crude oil's up 0.7% to 47.74 on Hurricane Henry. We'll talk about that later. Hurricane Henry's a storm. Doesn't he sound like a rapper? Doesn't Hurricane Henry sound like a music artist? I don't know why, but if anyone doesn't take that name, I will. 10-year Treasury yields at 2.2%, and that's all the market's looking. We have durable goods that came out this morning, slightly better than expected. Janet Yellen speech at 10. Baker Hughes rig count at 1 p.m. All right, so we got a pretty busy day here, both economically and in terms of importance. First of all, let's talk about the Jackson Hole Symposium. I don't know who this Jackson guy is and why it's his hole we're focused on, but this is an event in Wyoming. And one moment. Yes? She's good. All right, I had to check. When the fiance comes up and needs something, I got to check. I ain't sleeping on the couch. Just kidding. Never slept on the couch in my life. But yeah, in terms of the Jackson Hole Symposium, it's essentially a worldwide central bankers meeting. So all central bankers from around the world meet up. We're going to see speeches by Federal Reserve's chairwoman, Janet Yellen, and the ECB, European Central Bank President Mario Draghi, throughout the day. Everything they say is going to be scrutinized by the market for a cue or indication of what's going to happen with monetary policy, either in Europe or in the United States. So watch out for that. It's very important. That starts at 10 a.m. as Janet Yellen takes the stage to do that address. All right, bonds are currently calm. And let me take you through a history of why this Jackson Hole Symposium is so important to the markets. All right, in 2013, we had Ben Bernanke come out and give us a hint at rolling back bond purchases. That was called the tapering program. The initial details came out of the Jackson Hole Symposium, had a massive market event. All right. In 2014, Yellen's first symposium as Fed chairwoman of the United States Federal Reserve delivered a hawkish statement. She said, you know what, we're going to probably start raising rates a little bit sooner than expected, than anticipated. Be ready for it. She set a hawkish tone. Meanwhile, the entire time, what was happening, everybody else in Europe was talking about increasing or decreasing interest rates and increasing stimulus. Japan, there was increasing stimulus. So everybody's flooding the market with money. Janet Yellen saying, I'm going to raise interest rates. And that eventually essentially has the impact of taking some liquidity out. So there were two divergent policies, Europe and Japan on one side, U.S. on the other. So that happened in 2014. In 2015, Stanley Fischer said there was good reason to believe inflation would raise, causing fears of a rate hike. So that kind of put a little bit of fear sentiment to the market in the 2015 Jackson Hole Symposium. Stanley Fischer was wrong. Inflation did not increase at all since he said that. Wow, wouldn't you know it? He's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you're wrong often too. I'm wrong often. I was wrong yesterday all freaking day long, and I managed to make money trading. And I couldn't get on the right side of the trade if my life depended on it until I did, and then I made it back. 2016 was a discussion centered around more rate hikes. All right, and that happened as S&P 500 coasted to a 5-month high. So that's what happened in 2016. For 2017, traders don't expect much to happen. No new details. We've already seen rate hikes. We've seen some announcements that they're going to start to pull back their bond program or sell some of their assets, unwind their balance sheet. There's no big events expected to happen, but reading what's happened in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 years, you could expect some to come out, some that slip between the cracks. Think about this. This is a peer event where all these industry professionals meet together. One of them's bound to blab something accidentally after a whole 2 days of meeting. This started yesterday, and then today it ends at Jackson Hole Symposium in Wyoming. Okay, look for that. That's important. That starts at 10 a.m. So we talked about Hurricane Harvey being a great musician name, but he's also a Category 3 major hurricane. That could be his first album cover, literally. Hurricane Harvey, Category 3. I think that'd be amazing. It makes landfall late Friday or early September. Nothing to laugh at. It's a serious hurricane, picking up some speed and momentum. That caused gasoline futures to surge a whole 4 points to 1.7303 and holding highs at the moment, while crude approached $48 per barrel. So this has put a bid into the energy market. And this hurricane is going to intensify and going to continue to create some upside drive in oil. If you're short from this week, take profit. If you're long, also take profit. The last thing you want to do is go into a weekend of uncertainty and volatility holding risk positions. And this is why I say this Friday, potentially, we can have some downside here in the equity prices, because we're heading into a weekend and a lot of traders and institutional desks don't like to hold too much overnight risk. If you're day trading, you're going to close out at some point. We got the Asian session traders long and goosed up above 1% on China, almost 2% rally. Hong Kong, 1.2% rally. Europe is slightly stronger as well. There's going to be a little bit of a puke of long positions, which is sell stops, some downside at some point today. Expect it, but don't get crazy and obsessed about seeing it happen. It may not happen. Trade what you see, not what you think. This is what the game's all about, trading what you see. If you're trading what you think, you're going to get bloodied up and you're not even going to know why, because it's your thoughts that created the mess, not what you actually see. There's no logic in your thoughts most of the time. All right. Let's finish the broadcast off by saying this. Saturday, it goes down. It's been months. This is the most important event for the markets that's going to take place in the last 2 decades. Floyd Mayweather is taking on Conor McGregor. It's going to have absolutely no significance to the market. But I will tell you this. All right, Dana White is saying it's smashing all kinds of records. It's going to be distributed in over 200 countries and could rake in a $700 million pay-per-view revenue stream plus $70 million in tickets. For that amount of money, you just give me $100 million and I'll get punched in the face by Floyd Mayweather for 30 minutes. However long they want me to stand up. Heck, I could be held up while I'm getting punched. I don't care. I probably wouldn't. I would die. Yeah, so that's this weekend, Saturday night. Check this out. Odds are minus 550 for Mayweather and plus 450 for McGregor. This is coming from one up to 8 Las Vegas books. So the bookies are writing a lot of bets, a lot of odds. For me, I'm going to throw a bet on Conor McGregor. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do it. Going right into the end. Why am I throwing a bet in McGregor? 2 reasons. 1, he's the underdog, and if he wins, it's going to surprise everyone. 2, with that reason, number 1, him surprising everybody, he's going to probably pay out more as well. Odds right now are like massive. All right, betting just $1 will get you some places $25, $30. Crazy odds. But here's what I'm going to tell you. He's an underdog. He's going to pay more return for the investment, but the probability goes to Mayweather. He's a technical fighter. He's 49-0. The guy's never lost. All right, the only way you take him out is early on. Hope to catch him with some kind of a punch. I'm looking for a website that gives bets that Conor McGregor is going to resort to an illegal move and lose on disqualification. I'll also take that bet. I'll tell you why. You got a guy that was on welfare just 5 years ago that's made a professional living out of being a fighter, and you start throwing blows at him on Mayweather's side and he gets hurt. He's bleeding all in his eyes. Do you think he's going to throw a kick down? I don't know. He's going to try as hard as he can not to, because he's going to forfeit a lot of money of his paycheck, but it's animal instinct. When push comes to shove, I'm willing to bet he throws down a kick if he's really getting himself in trouble. And those are 2 bets I would take. I'll tell you the second reason I'm betting on McGregor, and don't judge me for it. Don't downvote this video just because you don't agree. Put a comment. Tell me your side of the story. But I'll tell you why I'm voting for him, and it's simple. I don't think if you bet Mayweather, it's worth the bet from a money management perspective, to bring this back to trading. And secondly, I don't think a lot of these bookies are going to be able to pay out that bet. All right, there's so many people jumping on this Mayweather bet. It's useless. It doesn't pay anything. And if McGregor wins, there's going to be a big bankruptcy here in a lot of the bookies. I could tell you that actually, if Mayweather wins, the way that the bets are at the moment, they don't pay out anything. There could be a pretty big bankruptcy from the bookies. If either side actually wins, I'm reading some bookie companies have written so many odds against what they believe is going to happen that this thing can't end well. So either way, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. Why not? I mean, fighting is nothing different than the market we're fighting in here every day. That's my theory. That's it. I think if you guys watch the fight, good luck, enjoy it, have fun. Good luck, like you're going to do anything, but enjoy it with your friends, with your family. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a historic fight. It might pave the way for boxers and MMA fighters challenging each other. McGregor, definitely the better fighter, but in a boxing ring, let's see what happens. You guys take care. Have yourselves a phenomenal weekend. Trade careful this Friday. I got to open up the trading room. We got to talk about our new charts that are just behind me right there. This thing right here is a moneymaker. Guaranteed, stamped, sealed, and approved. And I'll see you guys Monday at 9 a.m. If you want to get a 2-day trading pass, join tradeproacademy.com/trading free trading room pass. Or just click the description of the link. That'll help. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the other side of this weekend. Have fun, enjoy, and spend some memorable time with your friends and family. Goodbye. Take care and have a great weekend. All right, Trade Pros, let's do this. I got a screen share here with you guys. Let me turn off the YouTube broadcast. 15 minutes to the U.S. Open.